Hi guys, welcome back to JACKO'S Supercoach and AFL Fantasy. Today we'll be showing you my Supercoach team and hope you like it. Enjoy. So we'll start in the back line. Today we're going with Jake Lloyd, absolute beast. Had a ripper season last year. Hope he continue the form as well. Our next pick is Rory Laird. Has increased midfield time, so it will boost his scoring potential. Hope he gets up there in the 120s. Our third pick is Jaden Short, and a whopping fantasy score and Supercoach score on the preseason game, and I hope he can deliver in the normal games as well. For our fourth player, we've got James Harms. Has increased midfield time at Rory Laird. Going back to his usual role that he plays the best in of midfield, and hope he can score a bit more than he did in the practice match, but I think he'll set and forget for him at the moment. Our fifth pick is Orazio Fantasia. Had a great game in the preseason match. Only played half of it, but still got some pretty good points for his worth. And then our last pick for the back line is Will Gould. Didn't play last season, but was meant to, but we get him again this season, and has great scoring potential, and is set for round 1, I'm pretty sure. Meant to be set for round 1. For a bench, we got Thomas Highmore. Played in the preseason. I think he's a lock for round 1, so lock him on your bench. And then Jacob Kosicki kicked 6 goals in the preseason match. Looks like a really good young gun. In our midfield, we have Lachie Neale. Absolute beast. Can't not pick him and waste trades. Last season he just did everything good, and I hope he can continue the form that he had last season. Now, and second pick is Jack Steele. Also had a really good season last season, and looks like he'll be good for this season as well, scraping over 100 points in the practice match. For our third midfielder, we've got Matt Growler. Predicted to get 121. Hope he can get it. Looks a really good player. Didn't play too well in the practice match, but looks really good for the season ahead, coming back from the shoulder injury. Our fourth midfielder is Tim Taranto. Very underpriced for his worth and how he played in 2018. He's an absolute gun in 2018, and you can't not pick him. He's a pod, and he's so underpriced, it's not funny. For our fifth midfielder, we've got Jordan Clark. Scored 100 points on the preseason game against Essendon, and if he makes the team, lock and load him because he's going to be an absolute star. Now for our 3 rookies, we're going to have Tom Powell. Looked really good in the preseason match, of score of above 50. Connor Downey also got above 50 in the practice match, really good. And then Errol Goulden had a good practice match as well, above 60. Looked really good. I think they all play round 1, so lock and load them as well because they're potential big scorers for such a little price. And our bench, we got James Jordan. Got above 40 in the practice match, so he'll make his price will go up, give you some extra cash you need. Same with Collier Jones. He didn't play the practice match, but he's guaranteed to get the game this season, and he should be on your bench because your cash will go up heaps. And then for our last player, we'll describe some low price player of Jack Carroll, because he might play, he also might not, so just put him in there anyway. Then our rucks, we're on the set and forget, Max Gawn and Grundy. Don't have to worry about them for the rest of the season. Don't have to do any trades or anything on them. All good. And then we have Matthew Flynn. As a little niggle, but he'll be set for round 1 this week. And I think he'll be a good scorer for GWS because he'll be only ruck and he'll have no one to sub on with. So get lots of kicks and lots of handballs, lots of tap outs. And for our forward line, we've got Josh Dunkley. He also increased midfield time, and on the weekend racked up the points of 100. Looked really good in the midfield, nice and comfortable. Don't think he'll move from there, and if he does, then he'll kick lots of goals like last year as well. And then our next pick is Tom Phillips. Also had an absolute ripper pre-season game. Scored over 100 points. Looks really good as new club. Fills that spot of Isaac Smith perfectly and looks to get lots of points. Now, our third person is Joe Danaher. Find him. Yeah, here he is. Did pretty well. Kicked 3 goals in the practice match. I think he'll definitely be a key player for Brisbane this season if they're going to win Premiership. I think they probably might, but he looks really good. Has an absolute beast pre-season. Looked really good and said he felt really the best he's ever felt ever. Next person is Jai Caldwell. Also increased midfield time. Looks to attend lots of centre bounces, and that will increase his scoring potential. Our fifth forward is Jack Zeebill. The North Melbourne skipper played a pretty good game on the last weekend, in the practice match, and he looks really good this season, but better than last season when only played a couple of games, only above 40. And our rookie for the forward line is Braden Campbell. Got above 40 in the practice match and looked pretty good. And our bench is going to be Harrison Jones and Miles Bergman. So there you have it. My favourite Supercoach team for 2021. I'm going into round 1 with this team. And as you can see, I have some remaining salary that looks good. So if I need to bump up a player, I have the salary to do that. So, see you in the next video.